Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Rena Baltic Witch and today we continue to explore my Tarot and Oracle deck collection 2025. We are almost at the end of the deck flip throughs for this year. I will link the overview video of the entire collection somewhere here, and you can also look through the playlist. I have all the decks, almost all the decks there. I think we have three more or so remaining here until we're done, and we will repeat the exercise next year because I have a lot of decks that joined the collection this year, but after I made the overview video. Today we are looking at the Herbarium Oracle cards that you see on my table. We will do a flip through and then a quick reading. I will put a timestamp to the reading down below, so in case you want a message for the collective that might resonate with you, feel free to skip ahead as well if you don't want to look at the cards. Okay, so let's start with the deck. It is a beautiful deck, although quite a lot of illustrations seem quite similar, but I do like the descriptions of the cards in the guidebook. It's a little bit difficult for me to read without the guidebook because, well, like I've said, the images are quite similar, and I'm not that familiar with the herbs and the botanical element. What are their hidden meanings here? But it is very great and interesting to explore and to learn more. So good, sturdy card, cardstock card board. Box here opens by lifting a lid. It is a Lo Scarabeo publication, so you probably have seen a bunch of decks from them already, also in my collection. They're not that expensive. The guidebooks come in multiple languages, and but it is a good quality, good quality for the decks, and it is an Oracle deck. Here's, for example, one other of their tarot decks. You can see the size difference. The Oracle cards are quite big in size. All right, I'll put this aside somewhere here. We have the guidebook, quite a thick one just because of all the languages. Um, a little bit of color inside. We have four languages here: English, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese, just because where the publisher is from. No pictures really inside, just the descriptions, a little bit of a guide how to do spreads with this deck, how to work with this deck, why an oracle, etc. So some information for you if you're just starting out. Yeah, and then the descriptions. The descriptions have a general description of what that plant is and of what is the additional meaning, which they call in the witch mortar. We will be using the guidebook for the reading because I'm really not that familiar with all the meanings. And these are our cards. So the cards are much smaller, still bigger than your average deck, but the box is definitely much bigger, as you can see. Um, if you're looking to find the correct space on your bookshelf, but very comfortable to use still. So slightly bigger, nice golden edge. This is the back of the cards. Your quite standard cardstock, very comfortable to use as well. And we have the illustrations. Let's do the flip through. I'm not reading out the Latin names of the mushrooms and the plants because I'm not that familiar with them. All right. Mandragora, lavender. Some of them I recognize right away, some of them are a little bit. This is a lotus flower. So you typically have a hand in one of the positions. You have the plant itself and a little bit of additional elements there, but not all of them are kind of straightforward what it is about. It's still a very interesting, pretty green witch deck, I would say. Lots of mushrooms in here, lots of poisonous plants as well. And yeah, so chanterelles, lilac, rye, roses. So some are quite identifiable. Don't know all the juniper. I don't know all the mushrooms, for example. Ginger. The cards are numbered, so you can also use the correspondence of numbers here also to find them in the guidebook, but also if you're working with numerology and numbers in your practice. Kind of very minimalistic, these cards. Malva, Narcissus, Peony. Okay, and this is the deck. We have 36 cards in the deck. We'll do a little reading, just draw a few cards, see what messages come through. Welcome back to everyone who skipped ahead. We will do a little reading for the collective with this deck just to test it out. I will be calling in the spirit to oversee this act of divination. Thank you, spirit. And this is a reading for the collective. So if the messages, whatever comes through, does not resonate with you, then don't be discouraged. Leave them behind. Um, then they're basically not meant for you. As I always say, use your intuition. You might actually get some additional messages that are meant specifically for you. And if you need professional help, don't turn to, online readings. Actually, go see a professional. Seek help. Um, I will start shuffling the deck because we just reset it. So let's just shuffle it a bit to make sure that we don't have everything. Okay. Belladonna jumped out, but let's see what we get. All right. How are you doing, everyone? Feel free to interact with my video. Leave me a comment down below, leave me a like, or even subscribe if you like these type of videos. I would really appreciate the feedback from you. And thank you very much to everyone who already has subscribed and who is interacting with the videos. I also do appreciate that a lot. It really helps. Okay, let's start the reading then. I think it's enough shuffling. Let's see what comes through. Message for the collective. Let's pick this one. So we have Ginger 24. Let's get a few more to get a bigger kind of message. 19 Lilac. So we have nice pink and purples here. One of these is trying to stick out. And a rose. Okay, so 24, 19, 21, I would say if you see any of these numbers in your daily life, then the message might be also for you. It's kind of like proof that you're going through the correct milestones, checkpoints of your life. Not many visual elements here. This card kind of feels like it's about beauty, but also vanity. Um, to me, I might be completely wrong because I do not really know the meanings behind. We will consult the guidebook for that. Something about beauty, being drawn to things that kind of things feels like. Let's see. So we have 24 ginger. As we know, ginger has a lot of healing powers. It was something people turned to daily in the past, and we still do. Um, Something that links us to fire. You can also see it from this like bright pink, the red flowers. So it's a fire element card, I would say, and fire element spice. Um, so it would be there to uplift energy, to warm you up. I guess it is a sign to be more bold, more kind of daring to do things. Let's see what the witch's mortar meaning says. It is no longer the suspended time of waiting, it is the time of strength, vitality, the fire that burns in your veins and can lead you to new and courageous endeavors. So I guess it is your call to action and actually to step up and do something that you probably meant to do for a while but didn't do, and not be afraid to do that. And the card would be saying that you have everything that it takes. You have the vitality, you have the strength to go for it. Then we have number 19, common lilac. Mm, the lilac flower is there to remind you of the limitations of your mind and its traps and to teach you how to defeat them. So I guess it is about finding mental stability, serenity as well. In the witch mortar, by letting go of the rope that grips you, you will be able to rediscover a new stability, a newfound ability to put down roots. Harmony and constancy must be the watchwords in this private rebirth. So I guess the confidence to do something and the strength and the vitality might be coming from you finding also that balance and stability, or either or. It could be also in the sequence that if you take that step, it will lead you to the point where you can find that harmony with yourself and create those roots, root yourself, ground yourself, maybe create also roots as in creating a relationship that might lead to this. And then we have 21. It's a Chinese rose. So roses are linked to beauty, to love. There are an ingredient in love potions. So it's about love situations. Um, In the witch mortar, you have been lying still, as if at the end of a perilous journey, not looking around for fear of getting it wrong again. Now, however, it is the time to reawaken and regain confidence in the companions you will meet, for on the horizon, the heart is destined to beat in unison again. So it really, everything here feels like a progression of this revitalization and building a relationship, meeting the right person, building the relationship with them. So I guess that is the core meaning of this reading. You have now the energy, so take that leap of faith. It will bring you to this internal harmony and a possibility to uh, ground yourself and also to create that meet the right person and create a very nice stable relationship with them. So this is the core of this reading here. So I think we'll stop here. I hope you enjoyed the deck. It is a lovely deck, although a bit difficult to read if you're just going by the cards. But if you're learning herbology, if you're learning about plants, it is actually quite an interesting deck with a very interesting guidebook because it pulls on the actual meaning, the past use of the plants, on the mythological meaning of these plants and mushrooms and flowers. So you can just read the guidebook to learn a lot of new things if you're interested. Thank you very much for joining me today. Um, Please interact with this video if you liked it, and I hope to see you again. Bye.